Mason good sir.
Hey!
It is episode 40.
I'm not good at accents.
40.
Ole! No?
Well, we weren't.
No?
We weren't doing
What?
Spanish or Mexican.
Why is that? Wait, why is that different?
What do you mean?
Spanish from what you were doing.
I was doing a British
Wasn't it?
accent.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. I was doing a gentlemanly British
Como
accent.
estás? Muy bien, ¿y tú? See, right?
There you
It's
go. I mean,
the
that's
the same
the
thing,
language
right?
is Spanish. I've never heard Spanish in an English accent.
half our 5 viewers are gone.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, oh, no games.
2.5 people.
All right, later.
2 people left. Another guy was so terribly cut himself in half and then
Just
left.
cut himself.
And just crawled his
Some
torso
kind of
out of
weird
the room.
Saw 5 contraption you put together.
Every now and then, we get like 14 views on a podcast. I'm like, why the fuck did we get 14 on
Yeah,
that?
some kind of weird like keyword.
Like,
we
they
put
like
in
the
description.
thumbnail on that
Yeah,
one or something.
thumbnail,
Like,
yeah.
click on it.
We just start putting naked girls as our thumbnails.
Yeah, I don't think that would stay on YouTube very long.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I will say I'm thinking about canceling my monthly subscription to SoundCloud
Oh yeah.
because we get like no listens on any of it.
Yeah, it's tricky.
So I kind of just stopped uploading because I never got any listens.
It's tricky. Yeah, the only benefit really is that you can listen to SoundCloud with your phone locked.
Yes.
In YouTube, you can't.
Absolutely, but no one's listening to the SoundCloud. with their
Anyway,
phone
yeah,
locked.
no, I feel you. I feel you. I see what you're saying.
That's the one thing that does suck, but we'll see. We can do a poll that no
figure
one
it out.
will
Yeah.
respond to.
The podcast of positivity, man. We're looking up.
Well, it just tells you that we're doing it for the right reasons, man. Yeah, man. I'm not doing it for the fame. I'm not doing it for the views.
Trying to get lucrative. I mean, what?
Are we?
I thought that was... No.
I mean...
Patreon.com.
Yeah, there we go.
It would be 3 patrons.
Everyone has a Patreon, dude.
Everyone should have a Patreon.
It's crazy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with
your money.
Patreon, no.
Get out of there. Make your money.
But
Get
it's
out.
crazy. Like, there's like a dude that I actually watch.
Yeah, yeah.
I watch some of his stuff.
Uh-huh.
He literally just sits in front of a desk and talks to the camera, and he's like, "Find me on Patreon." I'm like, "Dude, you're not even doing anything."
Yeah, but watch. Go look at his Patreon. He might be making money.
Oh, I'm sure he is,
Yeah.
and he's a cool dude. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
talking shit about him. It's just that like, when I think of Patreon, I'm like, wow, you're really doing something.
Yeah.
That's like clearly
Hey,
costing
man.
you money.
You know, and there's probably people who feel that way about what we do, right? I mean, not that we
But we
make
don't
any
get
money.
paid.
I'm saying, but
Yeah.
if we like, obviously the goal is to make money, and I mean, not the goal, but it'd be nice later on.
Yeah, if
you know
it
what I mean?
came across.
That's not the goal.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like
Yeah,
that.
people
but-
are willing to pay for his content
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they
yeah.
appreciate it. I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
It's just for me, I'm like, okay, no clip. We're going to make documentaries for video
I
games.
definitely understand. What
And then
you're
here's
saying.
this guy like, hey,
Hey, kind of off the cuff.
pay me to
Didn't even take
sit
notes.
here.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you.
But people appreciate his insight and they want to pay him for
They're
it.
happy. I'm happy, man.
That works for me, and I like him, so
Yeah,
I
heck
watch
yeah.
it.
We have a lot of stuff. To
We
talk
have this is a crazy episode. It's up and down. There's different dynamics to it.
very
There's-
emotional roller coaster type.
Yeah, there's some emotional stuff for you especially
yeah.
that we want to get into.
Yeah,
That's still related to gaming.
Yeah.
We've got I played a ton of games since we have last on our podcast. A lot of stuff has gone
Nice,
down
man.
game wise for me, and then
Me too.
we got PUBG coming out on Xbox. Like, there's just a lot of stuff
Came
going
out.
on right now.
Yeah, it's out in oh man,
It's something.
it's a thing. No, it has a name.
It's in existence.
It is a metaphysical
They
being.
should call it PUBG.
They should just call it.
Puh.
I don't want to insinuate that the U is being involved. Just
I would do the closer to the mic, but that's like the one thing that pops the mic.
oh yeah,
Like whenever I do I always forget when
Yeah.
I do my review. I need what do they call
Pop
that?
filter.
Yeah, pop filter.
Yeah, yeah.
I need one of those.
you know what
'cause,
you can do in the meantime if you're not opposed to it. You can throw a sock over that bitch. It does the exact same thing. Yeah.
Okay,
But
all right.
it's
That
just
sounded a little sexual. Just to put a sock. on that bitch.
I didn't mean
I
for
know.
it to. I don't know. What would
That's
you
where my
put?
ugly brain went.
What would
I
you
was
put a
like,
sock
Put a
on?
sock on that bitch.
Ian,
I don't know.
why are you
just,
putting a sock
just
on it,
anything.
man?
Just,
Ian, what?
just in general.
Wait,
it's like
wait.
anytime someone says something
Wait.
like that, like yeah, just slide it in there.
Slide it on
You know,
there.
it's like
Slap it on there.
just throw it on that bitch. You know? Just get on that bitch. It's just like I don't know. It's just like a certain like grammatical thing. That's
I
just
feel
tied
it.
to
No, I think I did emphasize bitch.
So Mason, do
A
you
little
want
too
to
much.
start with your big topic now and like really
Let's-
delve into that? Or
let's
do you
talk
want to start
about-
a normal thing?
Yeah, we'll just go normal, man. Let's talk about.
What have,
you
what
know,
have
I
you
don't
been
wanna,
playing then?
I don't want to go off on a thing. You know.
I also
whatever.
went really tired because I saw Star Wars last night. We're not going to talk about Star Wars though.
Did, but we're not going to talk about it.
I hope to have this Monday, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys are hearing this Tuesday. So hopefully yesterday you saw a podcast spoiler-free review and a spoiler cast.
Hopefully.
But I want to do podcast format. Kevin's like, oh, well, if we don't see it by then, you can just do it yourself. Like, I don't want to just talk to the movie
I don't think that is a good idea.
to a mic by myself like I'm fucking NPR radio over here.
That'd be cool.
And viewers like you.
You do that well.
Star
like, you should do
Wars
that.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's not what I'm going to do.
No, yeah, you gotta have that discussion.
And on all things considered.
Dude, ASMR?
Right?
Star Wars ASMR? That's not a bad move.
WWZ, Arizona.
Have you ever, real quick, messed with ASMR at all?
Mm-hmm.
Do you not know?
I don't know what that is.
Oh my, you never heard of this?
I don't know.
God damn it, I don't remember what the acronym is. People are probably freaking out. It's like auto something response. It's like when you hear or see something that gives you like a weird state of relaxation. Like you've probably experienced it before.
Oh, I'm sure.
From something, but like for me in particular, and it's always been this way since I was a kid, watching people draw puts me one step away from being asleep.
Interesting.
It's super weird, dude. I get relaxed, I get goosebumps, and my eyes, like, I have to force myself to try to keep them open. It's super weird. And there's these videos on YouTube that are getting millions and millions of views of people doing this stuff. Like, they're either it's either just talking. It's like really just really quiet, like whispering is kind of
like
thing. Yeah,
NPR.
like just like that. Except the point is to be relaxing. It's super weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, you should check it out.
I wonder what that is for me. I'm sure I have it, but I just don't know what it
There's
is.
a bunch. You can like do a test. Like they'll hit you with all of them, and then whichever one you feel, you're like, oh, and then you come back like once a month chasing that dragon.
Yeah,
and you just get it figured out, man.
Yeah, it's like a high without any kind of drugs or anything.
It is nice. Where are we going with that?
What have you been playing? Because I brought in Star Wars because I was just really excited, but I can't talk about it with anyone. So.
Yeah. Well, not to be annoying about my PC updates, but obviously been messing around with that a lot.
Yeah, man.
I basically rebuilt it. Pretty much everything except for the power supply. I did acquire and put together myself, which I was pretty proud of.
You should be proud. That's amazing.
So thank you, man. And then so now I'm rocking a at least slightly average or above average PC that I can play things on.
Total War now.
Which is fucking awesome. Good transition there, my man.
Oh, I didn't. That was not even on purpose.
There, my man. I haven't touched it yet. Just kidding. But
set me up.
But wait a minute.
Slap my bitch.
And put a sock on that bitch. And slap my bitch. God, we gotta work on a street talk, man.
That's gonna stick. Set me up and slap my bitch. We're gonna be saying that.
I'm dying, dude. And slap my... Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
We gotta leave that in.
Oh no, we're leaving that in. This is it just
Thank
goes
God.
however it goes.
Slap my...
Dude, I want Zero HP t-shirt. It says Zero HP podcast and then it says that below it.
Set me up
and slap my bitch.
Oh my god. That took a weird turn. Derailed. Podcasts are cool. Whoever's left out there. So with some of the parts I bought, I was given Assassin's Creed Origins and
that's right.
And Total War Warhammer 2.
Damn.
Yeah.
You are set up.
Dude.
Actually, Warhammer 2 is a fantastic starting point for a Total War player. Yeah.
You don't need to...
it's not story. I mean, there is a story, but no.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about that at all.
I'll read up on the lore.
And it's probably the most... You really don't have to.
Oh, really?
No,
okay.
not at all.
Fine, I won't.
I mean, if you want to, that's fine. But I'm just letting you know, like, you don't have to feel like, oh, I'm playing a second game.
Oh, okay.
It's a second game because it's full of refinements and different factions.
Okay,
that's
cool.
it. Like, it's not... And it is more... It's, like, way more story-based than the last one.
Yeah.
The last one has, like, no story at all.
Okay.
But this one actually has, like, cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just, like, super... It's the most... refined, simplified. I don't mean that in a bad way necessarily. It's the most refined, simplified, straight like Total War experience that's out right now.
Okay, cool.
A lot of the historical ones have tons of different things going on. That would be fun to jump into once you feel comfortable. But Warhammer 2 is probably the best. I would tell anyone to start with that.
Okay, cool. I'm excited, man, to try it out. And then you gave me
we can play it together now. Too.
Well, yeah, and you gave me a bunch of Total War games that I can't wait to play, and like finally I can actually play them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can't wait, dude. What I've been playing, just because I literally just put it together last night, so my options are now very wide open where they weren't really before. Obviously, I've been playing a lot of PUBG with Kevin. I've been streaming it.
Yes,
both of us have been, which is cool.
I've watched a few of your streams.
Yeah,
not all.
And Fortnite, I've been playing around with. But again, that was another game that kept giving me problems and crashing and stuff. It's not the game's fault sometimes, but And then Stardew. I always jump back into Stardew.
Yep.
I played a little bit more of the Forest, which is a blast.
Okay.
That's a great game.
Yeah.
And then Overwatch just went on sale for $20.
Oh, hell yeah.
I might have to pick that up.
Yeah, I think you should.
I'm afraid to.
Because that's all you'll play?
It's just that's how I am. And
totally.
I'm not proud of it, but it's got that hook, man. I don't know. I might jump back in. I don't know yet.
That would be cool. I mean, you can play with Kevin.
Yeah.
So.
But then I'm like, I really want to jump into Total War. I don't want to give myself another distraction.
Well, Total War will suck your life up too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is I won't do both. You know what I mean? I won't be like, oh, okay. Well, I might though. If I want the competitive multiplayer.
They're very different.
Yeah.
You're right. They scratch different itches for sure. So it just kind of depends on what. But the thing is, you'd be worried. You buy one. And then you get sucked into one or the other.
Yeah,
and you don't even play the other one that you have. You don't even play Overwatch, or you don't even play Warhammer.
I think you're right. I think you're definitely right.
I think how long? Do you know how long it'll be on sale?
I have no idea. I'll go check today.
Yeah, check on how long it'll be, because if you have like a week,
yeah,
get into Warhammer, see if it grabs you.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't, then you're like, all right, cool. Like there's still a day left on the sale, and I just want to play Overwatch.
Even if I just pick it up because it's on sale and I go play Warhammer, I mean, it's not like the price of Overwatch is dropping anytime soon. And
no,
it's not going anywhere.
$20 is
crazy.
Steal,
right?
It's a steal for that.
It just won the award for like the most what was
prolonged game or whatever it is.
It's the shelf life's crazy on that.
It is. It goes forever.
Yeah, we don't know anything about an Overwatch 2.
I really want a story.
Yeah, there's got to be something going on.
I just love those videos.
I want, and this is weird.
Love those videos.
This is weird for me to say. I want like an anime. Like that's.
I just want the animated.
Yeah, just something right?
Just
them being voiced and them
exactly what they already have, but a whole movie.
That'd be
so down.
Yeah, dude, that would be awesome.
I love that universe. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I
love the art style, all the characters.
Characters are all fun. They're all unique. It's crazy.
So good.
But go back to episode 20 if you want to hear Overwatch cast.
We have like 2 or 3 Overwatch. We were like
an hour
dug in to Overwatch for a while.
I know you were excited to talk about what you've been playing, man. What's up?
Lots of stuff. Well, I beat Wolfenstein 2 last weekend.
Yeah.
Working on a review. In fact, I might even just do what I did with Mass Effect and Assassin's Creed, which is I basically I work best when I just crunch.
Yeah.
I write best when I crunch.
Don't give yourself.
So if I make it my goal to have it up tomorrow, I just sit there and write the whole thing tonight.
Okay.
And do it all tonight.
Sweet, man.
So we'll see.
You gonna be able to stay awake?
Yeah, I mean I should.
I know you're like riding on fumes right now.
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely tired, and it wasn't like I was out till like 2 in the morning or anything.
Yeah,
but no, I normally crash out between like 10:30 and 11. We didn't even get out of the theater because it's the longest. I won't go into Star Wars here, but it's like the longest Star Wars movie ever.
Oh,
they easily could have cut half an hour out of it.
Okay,
so,
good to know.
Sorry, easily could have cut that out. Not getting into Star Wars. Cutting that off right now. It doesn't start forever. It starts at 8, but then there's 40 minutes of fucking trailers.
Yeah.
I think it was like 28 minutes
to be
exact, but something like that. So like the movie doesn't even get started till well past 8.
Of course.
It's 2.5 hours. It's like 11 by the time we get out. So we drive home and you brush your teeth and you get your clothes for the night. I mean, So it was
like 12:30.
after midnight. Yeah, I was like, fuck.
Jesus.
So and then I have to be to work at 6:30 in the morning. So
yeah, I feel you.
So it was one of those things. I told Alyssa, like, she was tired too, but she's one of those people. We're opposite on the spectrum. Like when she wakes up, regardless of the amount of sleep, she's up.
Really?
And then crashes fucking hard early. I'm like a slow burn guy. So I'm slow to get up, slow to wake up, and so I asked her to drive me to work because I like a few weeks ago I was driving on not enough sleep and I almost fell asleep at the wheel.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
So I was like, "Can you drive me? Because I might fall asleep."
At least you did that. Yeah. Like you knew it's not a good idea.
She just offered to do it. I'm like, "Yes, let's do it." Because
nice.
I don't want to fuck with that. And
yeah.
So,
no, I don't blame you.
So yeah, and then gaming related small tangent. We had a Secret Santa thing.
Hey.
And my buddy Brian.
Shout out to Brian.
Right next to me, got me an incredible,
awesome.
framed 11 by 13 Mass Effect poster that is super simplistic, which is why I love it. It's white with a bunch of black Reapers. The center is a bigger red Reaper, and then at the bottom is a tiny little drawing of the Normandy, and it just says Mass Effect on the bottom, and that's it.
It's very basic, very to the point. Very, if you know what it is, it hits you hard.
Exactly, like it's like all of Mass Effect in a simplest, most elegant
it's crazy.
form.
You're outnumbered, you're small, you're a little bit like mighty, but it's a great picture.
Love it.
Shout out to Brian.
Anyway, so beat Wolfenstein 2.
Woo!
Review will be out hopefully Saturday. I very much enjoyed it.
Good.
And then I bought a couple of games. So I went and I bought. I forgot because PlayStation Plus gives you deals.
Oh yeah.
And so I got the Frozen Wilds for Horizon for 15 as opposed to 20.
Okay.
So I picked that up. I hadn't started yet, and then I also picked up for $7 on the Black Friday sale a couple weeks ago. I got the Batman Telltale game.
Oh, nice.
And we wanted to play that, installed it, but we haven't had a chance.
Yeah,
and then this weekend, Alyssa and I got really sick.
Mm-hmm.
Last weekend we got really sick, and we missed a day of work.
Okay.
A day and a half of work.
Okay.
So we spent those 3.5 days playing Batman Telltale, and we beat it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
Have you played a lot of Telltale games?
I played Walking Dead Season 1, and then Kevin actually...
Which was just so good, right?
No, it's so good. No, it was fantastic. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I mean, the games are kind of janky, but the story's really good. And then Kevin got me Game of Thrones Season 1 on Xbox.
Oh, yes, I played that too.
I haven't gotten to play it yet. It's
really
another
good.
thing I have to play, but I
Really
want to
good.
play it. So, and Cassie wants to play through it with me.
So
That'd be cool.
it is the ultimate. I'll say it's the penultimate because I think Walking Dead Season 1 is the ultimate. So we'll say it's the penultimate example of a Telltale game. Amazing story. Runs like a steaming pile of dog shit.
Yeah.
And I don't understand because Batman's a lot newer. Like, why haven't you gotten your shit together? There's literally nothing going on here.
Oh, Batman runs like shit. I thought you meant Game of Thrones.
No, Batman runs like shit.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Horrible. The game is amazing though.
Yeah. There's not much going on. I
don't get it. Your game looks like shit because it's like cell shaded.
Yeah,
It's running nothing. The engine is like, I don't get it. I do not understand. And like the fact that they keep releasing these games and they do well, and it's in the same state. Like, the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird.
Fuck, it's good.
Yeah.
It might be my favorite one
Of the Telltale?
of all Telltale games. Now, Walking Dead Season 1 is like special.
Yeah.
It's the first one of the Telltale games that I ever played. And it was super emotional.
For a lot of people, too, yeah.
Oh, man, it was a big deal. So, like, that one I might rank sort of subjectively ahead of it. But I think Batman, it's the best use of a license that I've played from them.
Okay.
I've beaten the Game of Thrones one. I've beaten 2 seasons of Walking Dead one. And then the Batman one. So, I started Wolf Among Us a while back. And I haven't played the Borderlands one. So, those are all the ones that are out there.
Okay.
So, I played like half. And Batman is by far story-wise the best one.
I heard Borderlands is really funny.
Me too.
Like really, really funny.
I'd like to check it out.
Yeah, me too.
Man, I cannot. If you're a Batman person at all, like if you are, and I'm not the biggest comic guy.
Yeah,
I love Batman like anybody else. Like if you love the Christopher Nolan Batman movies, you have to play that.
Oh, it's kind of dark too?
It's yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good, dude. And Troy Baker is.
Yeah.
The thing is, Troy Baker, I was getting worried that like he's in too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
sometimes you're like, now I just know it's you. And it's losing that. He's
so good.
Great at Batman.
He's so good.
I'd say he's better at Batman than he is as Joker.
Really?
Yeah, his Batman, his Bruce Wayne especially. Because the cool thing about the Telltale game is that it's 50-50. Like, Bruce Wayne is as big of a part of his Batman. It's not like a Batman action game.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're like trying to it's all about dealing with that balance of Batman, Bruce Wayne, and like the different ways that you talk to the same people when you're that character.
Okay.
You know, so like when I was Bruce Wayne, I was like, I would just pretend to not know, you know what I mean? Like I'd be friendly to people I shouldn't be friendly to, and like, and I'd fake gratitude when I was being insulted.
Right.
And
like,
very like, you know, everyone just kind of thought like my Bruce Wayne was sort of a pushover.
Kind of a rich idiot. Pushover
Yeah.
kind of guy,
It wasn't like, you know, Christian Bale when he's like acting drunk and he has all the girls hanging off.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like the sort of thing where it's like, okay, this guy we can just roll right over him.
Yep.
And then of course I switched to Batman and I kicked their ass later.
Beat the fuck out of everyone.
Oh god, it's so good. And there's also like this sort of back and forth between Batman. You can choose what kind of Batman you are as far as like, you know, how brutal do you get? Like, are you breaking people's arms and legs when you're questioning them? Are you basically torturing people when you? How much of that line do you push? You know, like, I think they even let you kill someone if you want to.
Oh wow.
As Batman, I didn't make the choices to get there. I was going for a very traditional, classic Batman. So he wouldn't kill anyone. He didn't want to torture anyone. He used a lot of logic and stuff like that. I got you know, all my ratings at the end of the season were like, you know, you were merciful and all that. So I was trying to really run it like a classic Batman.
Yeah.
But it gives you the complete freedom to just tailor this Batman and like the different things that push him over the edge. It's a really, really, really cool dynamic. I highly recommend it. It was awesome. If you can handle the horrible performance, as far as just terrible frame rate,
not the voice performance.
The voice performance are wonderful, but like the frame rate's garbage. Like half the time their dialogue doesn't even sync up with their lip syncing. It's fucking terrible, dude. And like all the previously ons, when you start a new episode, it's previous on, like they don't function at all. It's like previously on, and then it shows like Bruce Wayne like stuck in like a half hunch position. It sits in, there's no noise, and then it switches another scene. And
he's just floating through a wall.
Horrible.
I don't remember that happening.
Just prepare, if you're mentally prepared for that. Anyone who likes Batman will like that.
It is weird that they keep getting away with that, but good for them.
I guess they're the only game in town. Is that for that sort of
you're probably right.
Style of game? I don't know if that's what it is.
It's got to be something, man.
Something. And then lastly, Frozen Wilds, man.
How is that?
I mean, it's Horizon's a fucking amazing game, dude. It's like running around this. I'm a big slut for snow in video games too, so like
snow
it's
slut.
The snowiest. It's just the
Sluttiest.
most beautiful. Did you see the picture I put on Facebook?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's just that I always forget that game. Like,
it's so.
I don't care about graphics until I play Horizon.
I haven't, and your brain's gonna explode. I haven't played it on my new 4K TV yet.
Yeah, well, I won't really.
Well, it's not in 4K, but I mean, the TV is still more powerful.
Nicer.
You know what I mean? It's still way nicer.
You should try it.
Yeah.
And you might like the game. It's really good.
Yeah, no, I'll just shut it off.
I know. You like 15 minutes, you're like, ugh.
Look at it and go, ugh, gross.
This looks nice, but...
Ugh, and just throw my PlayStation out the window.
Gotta play some Fortnite.
PUBG.
Pull out the Switch. Stardew Valley. I got it on Switch.
Dude, I wish. I wish I had a Switch.
I know, me too. Yeah, I mean, I haven't beaten the story yet, but
yeah.
The setup is fine. It's weird. I don't like how Witcher did this too. Not a fan of. There's a certain point where the end of the story takes place, and it makes a save there. You beat the game, and then it reloads you back before the final mission.
Oh yeah,
because the end state is so crazy.
Yeah, because it kind of changes everything.
Yeah. And and Witcher 3 ends hard, like it's done.
Oh, gotcha.
So then when you're done, it loads you back so you can continue playing.
Okay.
But I don't like that because when the DLC comes out, it makes no sense because you're about to complete this epic mission, and then all of a sudden she's like,
"I should go do that.
I'm just gonna go north." And they have a little setup for it, but it's flimsy as it's not.
There's only so much you can do.
There's only so much they can do. I just kind of wish they had built the bridge from the end of the game.
Yeah.
Give me the end of the game state, and then I don't know. That's just a weird thing. But that said, the story setup is really interesting. There's like a mystery going on. That's like, it's cool, and there's a lot of high level gear with the new economy. I think it raised the level cap. I'm level 40, so I haven't leveled up yet. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if there's level cap. But it's beautiful. There's a new machine. It's like a giant fucking bear. Like
what?
A huge bear. It's almost the size of the Thunderjaws.
Really?
Not quite that big. Maybe probably 3/4 of that size.
What's different about it?
Just the way that its behavior. I mean, the AI in that game is so
crazy,
good.
right?
It has patterns and everything.
Yeah.
And it's got its weak spots and all that. But it's Horizon's one of the few games, like with Dark Souls and Bloodborne, those games, I love those games. I do appreciate the challenge. It gets a little overwhelming for me sometimes, but I do appreciate challenge. I'm not a fan of one-hits.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of a game that's challenging because I just die 50,000 times, like which is why it's hard for me to get past Dark Souls.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even though I love them, I love the art style and all that. But this game, it's like I can beat a boss the first go around, but when I'm done, like I've literally broken a sweat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
some people like that.
I get hit and so I can go flying and I'm like running away from it. It's just, you hear it behind you and I'm fighting and fighting. It wasn't easy. Mm-hmm. But also it wasn't trial and error, just die either. And I kind of I like that. It was an intense fucking fight, man.
Dang.
I was like running around this giant rock and like trying to trick it and jumping over it,
slow-mo jumping,
shooting below, and then like running around and like trying to it's crazy. And it charges you with all of its crazy swipes and it's
so good, man.
Oh man, it's awesome. I can't wait to keep playing. That's all of them. That's all my games.
That's all of them.
I've been playing a lot of games.
Yeah, man. Are you done yet? Jeez.
Yeah, I know. I dominated, man. It was like 20 minutes.
20? No,
what? 24 minutes.
24, yeah, more than that.
But I feel like we spent almost as long laughing at our
slap my bitch.
Set me up and slap my bitch.
Put a sock on it.
Put a sock on that bitch.
What did you want to dive into, man?
Let's do. Let's get into Dr. Disrespect here, man. I don't know too much. I literally know what you texted me today.
Yeah, that's
because I was in the Star Wars stratosphere.
Yeah,
and then I was super sick before that, so I don't know when did he.
Even the people outside of the stratosphere don't know what's going on too much. And I felt we should talk about it just because I've been so outspokenly a fan of this particular topic, and
it means a lot to you.
Yeah, to break it down, today, what is today? Recording today's Friday.
Friday the 15th.
So Thursday, the 14th, at around like 4 or 5 p.m., Dr. Disrespect, a.k.a., well, I guess it'd be Guy Beam, a.k.a. Dr. Disrespect, he went live on Twitch in his true, I don't want to say persona, but
himself.
Guy Beam, went live on Twitch, the actual guy who plays Dr. Disrespect, for about a minute and a half. It was very quiet and uncomfortable at first. He was just him. There's no wig. He just had a hat on and a shirt. And he...
I kind of want to see him.
It's really hard to watch, for me at least.
Sure.
It was super emotional. He kind of went live and, like I said, it was only a minute and a half, and he basically began by apologizing and then admitting to being unfaithful to his wife.
Crazy.
And then... just apologizing to everyone in the Slick Daddy Club, which is what he calls the people who subscribe to him on Twitch. Apologizing to his sponsors, who I'm assuming he's going to lose all of. And then apologizing to...
You think so? You think he'll lose his sponsors?
He already lost a deal.
Adultery is not like illegal.
I know.
It's not like he sexually assaulted someone.
And it's in his personal life, and we can have that conversation for sure.
Sorry,
I'm interested to hear your opinion on it. And he apologized to his family, of course, and but that was basically it. And after that, he got pretty emotional about it. Admittedly, I got pretty emotional about it because I'm a fucking loser.
Connected to him. No, don't.
When you watch somebody every day, you know what I mean? Like,
fuck yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Even if he's not, like, it's a character, obviously, but it's a character that's done a lot for me. Personally, has motivated me to start streaming. That's why last night was kind of a big deal. So yeah, he just admitted to it, and he hopped offline, and no one's heard anything from him since. He obviously hasn't done any interviews or anything.
Sure.
So what he said was he's going to take some time to focus on his family, obviously, and going to take some time off.
Yeah.
So, and we don't have to be bummers and dwell on it for too long, but I thought it'd make for a good topic, and I wanted to get your opinion on it too. And but yeah, I know at least so far he did get pulled from a deal he had with a Battle Royale mobile game that was coming out. He was supposed to try it out and kind of give his opinion on it.
Wow.
He got pulled from that. And I haven't heard anything about any of his other sponsors or anything like that. But I just wanted your opinion on the whole thing. I think it's interesting because I don't think his sponsors are going to keep him, but I think that's wrong.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Because it's kind of his personal life thing. But a lot of people don't like to be associated with anything weird.
Maybe they're... Do you think it's less about their moral standards and more about the fact that they think he's just going to lose a bunch of people, so they're just jumping off ship,
that
sinking?
Or what? That and no one knows when he's going to come back or if he's going to come back. A big part of it is... I would assume he's lost.
That would be crazy. I mean, you win trending gamer, and then
he had, and he hasn't been doing this. I mean, he's been doing videos forever, but think of how long he's been big. It's less than a year.
No, yeah, I mean, I just heard of him like 6 months ago.
Exploded for a year, and like you said, just won trending gamer last week.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's obviously speculation, but I'm kind of assuming that's when the acts took place when he was in wherever he was, wherever that award show took place. And that's just speculation, of course. It's on my part, but I don't know anything about really what's happening. But just what we were told. Yeah, man, he didn't say anything about coming back. I don't know that he will, at least not as that character. Because I don't know how you recover from that. He has been being shown a lot of support.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't understand really why. Like recover, he did it on his own.
Right.
It's. I feel like he.
I don't mean like he's a victim.
I'm wondering. I mean, I'm wondering if. Do you think in some way, and you know him a hell of a lot better than I do. Do you think in some way he's like responding a little bit to all the craziness that's going on in in the American stratosphere with all the sexual assault things coming up, like he just feels like guilty because all these women are.
I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, that seems to fall right in line.
No,
with
it's a
really
good point, especially with the timing. You're right, but I know, if I do know anything about him, and I'll be like I said, I know the character, but you learn a person when you watch them for fucking 40 hours a week. You know what I mean? I think there's a good argument to that, and I've seen him obviously stream almost every day. I've seen him on podcasts that he does, very few, but he has done them.
Yeah, I mean, if Angry Joe came out and did that, I would be the same way.
Yeah, and he's done interviews and stuff. And the constant in every month, every week, every interview, every podcast is like it's all about his family. He talks about how like he's just doing it for them. He's just setting them up to do well, blah blah blah, and all this. And then this kind of thing happens. He was obviously really torn up by it.
He's got a guilty conscience.
Be aware, I'm not defending what he did at all, but I don't think.
But at the same time, like I was saying earlier, I mean, yeah, adultery, that sucks, but that's not illegal. I don't understand.
Yeah.
We're not living in the fucking Old
Testament.
It's
very weird. Yeah,
I don't really get why he. It's just weird. It's a weird as far as like, I don't understand why.
So
why people are jumping off ship?
No,
why wouldn't people support him? Especially since he's coming out and like being like a good person and like atoning for his. I just don't understand why he feels he needs to atone to us.
I don't know, and I think that kind of speaks to his character a little bit. And again, I'm just speculating, and I'm just a huge fan. But so with what's going on, I decided to keep I was subscribed to him, or I am. I decided to keep that. I feel like in a time where he's going to be losing everything, I didn't want to be a part of that.
No.
In kind of a pathetic hope that he comes back, I'm just going to keep that.
I mean, has he lost a lot of subscribers?
There's no way of us knowing. They don't release that information.
Yeah, I don't think that he.
Dude, he said when he was gone for the what was the one he did in London?
I don't remember.
God damn it!
I haven't followed.
He won another award in London.
Okay.
He was gone for a week, and he said he lost like 600 subscribers.
Wow.
People just want that shit every day, which is crazy to me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought it was good to bring it up. I'm glad we kind of have similar views on it. It's so crazy. Oh, what I was gonna say is like, you follow Kevin Hart very much.
No, not like on social media or anything. I mean, I watch all of it. Like I watch his stand-ups and I've seen a few of his movies.
So Kevin Hart recently, like 6 months ago, got outed cheating on his wife.
Yes, I did.
I mean, the girl took pictures and threatened him like with legal. He threatened her with legal action, and that's going through. But she threatened, like, tried to bribe him and get money out of him.
Or whatever.
And he came out and was like, "Fuck you! You're not going to do that to me. I'm just going to tell everyone." And he came out about it. And what's weird to me about the Dr. Disrespect thing is like it's not like he was in the limelight.
Yeah.
This all could have been happening. And none of us would have ever known. TMZ is not going to kick his door down and be like, "Doc, what have you been doing?" You know what I mean? Like, he didn't have to tell anybody.
And that could even come out somehow. Someone said something and be like, "Dr. Strick cheated on his wife." It's like, okay.
Even if that's the case,
who cares?
Exactly. Yeah, he didn't owe it to anybody. I think he, in a way, he did the right thing by being very, very forward about it. And not trying to cover it up.
I feel it's weird. I'm like, no, dude, that's your fucking business, bro.
I get it.
I don't want anything to do with.
You know what I mean?
I mean. That sucks that you did that. Yeah. You shouldn't do that.
Right.
Like, go fix it with your damn family.
Yeah. And,
you have a woman that's gracious enough to forgive you for the ultimate.
I mean, think of what she
betrayal.
Think of what she not lets him do, but what you know what I mean? Like,
what he does for the teamwork.
Living. Yeah, he dresses up and plays video games, but he makes more money than everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing well, and I hope they get it figured out. Really, was kind of my point for bringing this up. But I thought I should not just ignore it because I'm always the guy talking about him.
Yeah.
I'm still always going to be a fan of Dr. Disrespect. I'm not going anywhere, and I hope he comes back,
Absolutely, me too, man. It's really, really... I don't know, man. It's like... it's sort of this weird reverse situation of everything that's happening, it
is weird.
It's not like his wife came out and said something, like...
Yeah.
That's kind of what's been happening recently.
And, it's stupid to even think about, but I'm like, I wonder how it came about. I wonder... if he brought it up,
probably on the you mean like
as far as her finding out
this whole I don't know. I mean, he probably just if he's telling all of us, I'm sure he's told his wife
just a guilty
straight up.
conscience. Yeah, you're right. You're probably right.
I mean that would make the most sense. So it's kind of a wait and see mode at this point.
We just
what's going on with that,
which is the worst part. You know what I mean? I don't wish this, but I almost would have preferred him go, "I'm done streaming."
Just so you knew.
Just so I know. But now he's like, I'm gonna take a break. Well, what does that mean? I mean, he took years off before. He was making YouTube videos a long time ago, and he took like 4 years off, and then came back and blew Twitch out of the water, and like, not out of the water, but like blew it up. And so I don't know what to expect now. It sucks. I hate having to think I'm gonna be waiting, but I'm just waiting for the day where I get like a notification that my subscription won't go through because like it's been canceled, and I'll be all bummed out.
That's crazy. That would be
and that's what I'm wondering as well. Is like, how long will Twitch hold him as a partner if he's not streaming? You know what I mean? You're basically.
Why would they hold him?
You're still an employee.
Yeah.
You have to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They
think about the amount of traffic that he brings to their site.
40,000 concurrent viewers regularly. That's average. That is crazy.
Is that a record?
No, I think Lyric probably holds the record. He can get like 50 or 60 just playing like GTA and jerking off, but Doc gets a lot of people. He's got to hold records somewhere. You know what I mean? He's just the shit he does is crazy, and the character means a lot to me, and he motivated me a lot. So and I know
he kind of got you into all this.
100%. Yeah, I mean, he was a part of it. There's a lot of other content creators I follow, and a lot of other content creators I follow. But as far as like wanting to get this PC going a little bit quicker and get to streaming and get to these games, like he 100% took a part in that.
Yeah.
And I don't often get this like emotionally invested in people, so like I'm sure there's other people who have to feel the same way that I do.
I kind of got like that when Colin left.
Yeah, I totally understand.
I was like,
me too.
Done.
I know you had like a much better connection with Colin than I did. You guys had a lot of similar viewpoints, but like same as me, when you watch them and you listen to them for like 20 hours a week, you know them. Mm-hmm. They're your people. They're around. You know what I mean?
You like basically talk to them in your car.
Yeah. Well, I talk to them basically more than I talk to you guys.
I mean, if there's someone who listens to every single podcast, they probably feel like they're starting to know us pretty well.
That's because this is us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We talk to this microphone the way we talk to each other.
I was gonna say the mic doesn't even need to be here.
We would be doing this anyway.
I would still say set me up and slap my bitch, regardless
Put a
of
sock
mic.
on that bitch. But yeah, when Colin left, I remember that day. And
I was like, what the fuck happened?
I've been a big fan of all of them, so I wasn't quite ready to jump ship. But when he left, it was crazy. I remember them streaming live, and we're talking about Kind of Funny for those of you who don't know. They were streaming it live, like while all of it was going on, so everyone knew what was happening, and they were on Twitch. It was really awkward and uncomfortable.
Super awkward.
And what caused it was crazy.
Yes, I remember all that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a mess, but it benefited everybody. Honestly, it did.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah. At first, it sucked, but they got great new employees who I think fit a little bit better with what they're doing.
I might have to jump back in.
And then I think, dude, and like we talked about it before, I can't convince you to like them. You have to do it, but I think you will. But Colin, I don't know if you follow Colin's Last Stand at all.
I follow his gaming thing, the side quest that he just started.
Oh, did he start one?
Yeah, Colin's Last Stand side quest.
Okay, cool.
He's had like 2 videos so far.
Sweet, dude, because I miss his gaming. I don't care. I mean, I care about history, but I'm not going to him for that. I always enjoyed intellectual conversation about video games because I feel like that's two different ends.
He brings his knowledge of history and politics into the gaming industry, and knowledge of the industry from his years and years of being a...
Which I always enjoyed, and but him leaving caused this crazy controversy that went viral, and he was on the Joe Rogan podcast twice, which was mind-blowing.
Yeah, the two of them
for me,
man.
Dude, 2 people that you could be fans of who you think would never meet would be Colin Moriarty and Joe Rogan, and then he ended up on his podcast.
They're a match made in
heaven. That was the
on
craziest
podcast,
day for me, dude. Like listening to that podcast was like, no, they're in the same room. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what's happening right now, but it was huge for Colin. He's got like $50,000 a month on Patreon or something. If you go look at it.
Oh yeah, he's raking it in.
He's killing it, man.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to go off on a tangent like that.
No, it's all good.
I wanted to address the Doc thing, and maybe if something happens by next week, we'll talk about it again.
Well, and I think he is a good kind of segue into something else we wanted to talk about, which is fucking on Xbox.
Just the dying breath. Yeah. So PUBG on the 12th came out to the Xbox preview program for Xbox One and Xbox One X.
Featuring 6 frames per second.
Starring, and produced by.
That's the number one gameplay
4
feature.
to 8
They should put it on a box, and they show the little pictures with the little like taglines on each one. One of them shows like a plane flying, like fly in your plane at 7 frames per second over a beautiful island.
Optimization. So in their defense, it is in the preview program.
Mm-hmm.
But we did call this, you know, just like everyone else. It
Who
was
the fuck
gonna be a train wreck. Of course, it was gonna be a train wreck. Have you watched any of the GIFs on Reddit or anything like that, or any of the videos?
I've been listening to. I have an Xbox podcast I listen to.
I highly recommend just watching a couple, because there's so many.
Well, the thing for me, the main thing with this, that beyond, I mean, we knew it was gonna run like shit. Yeah. It still runs like crap on PC sometimes.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
The problem with it is not that is fixable.
Yeah.
The gameplay is not fixable.
Yeah.
In the sense that, so I'm gonna try to explain something that I don't even have 100% knowledge on.
Okay. Yeah.
But PUBG is different from other shooters in the sense that, like, shooters that are generally built for console, the hit detection, it's a scanning system. So you're not actually shooting a bullet. It's like laser tag.
Right. Yeah. There's a word for it, and I cannot remember what it is.
They were using it in this podcast, and they kind of explained it.
Yeah.
But it's something scan. It's like item scan or something. It's some kind of scan.
Maybe hit scan. Is it not hit scan?
Maybe it's hit scan. We'll call it that for now.
Rather than projectile.
Yeah, it's hit scan. So you're not actually firing a bullet that's physically traveling through the world in the game. You press the trigger, the gun shoots back, the muzzle flare, the muzzle flash comes up.
Yeah.
And depending on where your reticule was at that time, it hits the person.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll add ways of, there's a delay of the quote unquote laser, so you have to lead a little bit. But for the most part, you're just painting bullets on people.
Right, yeah.
You're painting the gun wounds. Whereas something like PUBG and like Arma,
Battlefield
1 on consoles?
You don't think so?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I would assume, right?
You think so? I don't know, because it's kind of designed for consoles, so I sort of assumed it wasn't. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think because, like, you know, like the sniping in Battlefield is known for, like, these crazy 2-mile shots where you have to lead off. And...
Well, but exactly. Like, those shots are, in PUBG, those are impossible on console.
On console? For sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but Battlefield isn't. Because
no, you're right.
They have it set... They understand that people are going to lead at a distance naturally. They understand. Most people understand that's what you have to do. So they put the scan box in front of the guy at a distance.
Right.
Whereas in PUBG, you fire a bullet.
An actual projectile.
Actual that it's doing physics math constantly to get the bullet from point A to point B. So even if you add hit detection, it won't matter.
Right.
And the game is fundamentally unplayable on console.
Right. Which causes a huge problem.
So it's all just close quarters combat.
Yeah.
Is the only way that you can hit anyone.
And even that is hard to watch because of the frame rates, and even aiming is still hard. Even in close quarters.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of footage of guys who will get into a one-on-one situation, and they're basically just strafing back and forth because they cannot hit each other on console. From what I understand, there's little to no aim assist at all.
I mean, it wouldn't help.
Yeah, well, like if you play Fortnite on console, it's like 90% aim. You're basically locking onto people.
But I bet there's no bullets in that either.
I don't know. Well, in one of the Fortnite updates, they talked about adding projectile.
Oh, really?
But yeah, right now it's whatever that is called, hit scan or something.
Hit scan or whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, because even if you have, you have aim assist. Well, great. So the reticule automatically, at least somewhat, will give you a suggestion.
Yeah.
You can't. You almost don't even feel it. It's natural. Mm-hmm. If it's well designed, you don't even notice it's working. But unfortunately, aiming at them is not going to work if they're 50 yards away.
Yeah, and if they're teleporting, and
they're moving back and forth.
They're on a lag, and their frames.
Aim assist doesn't fix the problem that you have a physics issue,
right?
That is built into the spine of this game.
Not even to not even to leave out there's crossplay between Xbox One and Xbox One X, which are drastically different.
Yeah, they're very different. Apparently, it runs like shit on both.
Oh, it absolutely runs like shit on both. But like Xbox One X, you can get like 20 frames.
Oh,
whereas Xbox One, you're capping at like 11. Which is huge, which is crazy. If you're competitive, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if you're serious competitive, you're not playing an early access.
No, you know what I mean. But if you can't afford, and to play PUBG on PC, you need a actually fairly decent PC, which is pathetic. But but if you can't do that right now, and you just want to play PUBG, but you're in general a competitive multiplayer gamer, you can't do it.
No,
there's no way.
Yeah, the guys I was listening to on the podcast were saying that like the opening of the game on the plane Like the plane doesn't even move. It's like, yeah, and it just it's in one spot, and then suddenly you're all the way over here.
It was hard for me to watch.
And then suddenly you're all the way over here.
It was really hard for me to watch. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck are you releasing this for?
Just because I don't know. I don't know, but we called that, and it was an obvious call, but there was just no way it was gonna. No. I don't know, but they have a team dedicated to Xbox now, so hopefully they can get that optimized quicker. I don't know what the future for PlayStation looks like. They don't even really want to address that right now.
Why? I mean, I wouldn't be inspired to get that game on my console.
I'm sure there's people who are. You know what I mean? And but I don't.
The way it's looking now.
I hope they figure it out. Hey, did you see if you buy? They have like a bundle with a new Xbox One X. You can get PUBG for free.
I did see a bundle today at work on the TV for Hellsberg Diamonds. If you buy a Hellsberg Diamond necklace, you get a free Xbox One S.
Wow. Oh my.
Honey, I got you this diamond necklace.
Oh my God. Who is the marketing?
Where did you get the Xbox?
Genius behind that.
But here's my issue with it. Is that okay? I get it. Now you're getting the guy to want to buy.
That's genius.
It's genius, except for the part where the guy has to explain where he gets the Xbox.
Fuck it.
That immediately nullifies.
Bitch, you got a necklace. Shut up. Oh, you mean like if you're holding it for later?
Well, anything. So it's like, all right, here's a diamond necklace that I got you. I spent a lot of money on it. Yeah. It's beautiful. She loves it. She puts it on. Amazing.
Now she shuts her mouth.
And then
while you play Xbox.
Then you're suddenly on Xbox and like, I'm seeing this from the woman's perspective here.
Shut your mouth.
Where did you get the Xbox from? Oh, I got it for buying your necklace.
Exactly. Maybe causing a problem.
Yes. I'm with the lady on that one.
Really?
This motherfucker. This motherfucker. I wouldn't buy you a necklace. I have never bought you a necklace until it came with a goddamn console.
Hey, you got the necklace, though. Let's not worry about the journey. Dude. Let's worry about the destination.
Damn, dude. I think it's just so like.
I think you're right. That's gonna be hilarious. Like you get a free divorce.
With every thing I've ever seen, man. Like, what the fuck?
That's hilarious.
I mean, I get it. Like
they're being bold. I appreciate
the guy into
the bold marketing move. Good for that.
God.
Oh my God.
Oh,
free strip club like gift certificate with every diamond.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, oh no. Well, maybe you could just go turn around and sell the S and pay off that necklace.
I guess, pay off all the debt you have.
I didn't see how much the necklace was. It was a lot.
$45,000.
It had to have been a lot for them to give away an Xbox for free. But what a weird thing for the store employees too. Like a bunch of Xboxes back there. They're like, here you go.
I think this is the one. You want two? Take another one. They have no idea.
It's all yours.
I mean, think about GameStop employees selling diamonds. You know what I mean? They don't know they get the little binocular thing.
Like,
or binocular. That's that one shiny.
So ridiculous, dude. Anyway, I just thought that was hilarious when I saw that. Couldn't believe that shit. So there's a few other like minor things. Well, there were a few things actually that came from the Game Awards that we didn't quite jump into too. Like, are you a Rocket League guy? Did you ever play Rocket League?
I respect and appreciate Rocket League a lot.
Same.
I've never actually played it.
I suck.
Yeah, doesn't everybody suck at first?
Suck balls. Suck balls.
Suck balls.
I'm so bad, dude.
Everybody's bad though, dude. There's like rockets and you have to jump and flip and stuff.
Because I keep seeing they have commercials out for it now because it's coming out for Switch.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we brought that up or not.
No.
It's coming out for Switch. It's gonna have crossplay, which is super interesting.
Oh.
It's all crossplay. All the.
Well, yeah, I know on
Xbox, PC, crossplay across the board.
Okay. Cool.
I don't think it would make a difference on PC really though. It's not a shooter. You just drive your own car.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't matter at all.
I mean, unless your mouse, I don't know how it plays. Like, does you like your mouse click? Like,
I don't know anything.
I don't know either.
I've never played it.
Anyway, was this something that I was thinking about because I saw some commercials for it?
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah.
That was another game where I was like, I got introduced to it really late.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I jump in now, I'm gonna be the worst guy in the world playing right now. I was like, there's people I've seen online who can do like triple backflips and then land a goal from like across the field.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not doing that. It's just not happening.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely. If you're saying that these people are landing goals.
Yeah, any landing goals, you know.
Landing goals.
The old.
He landed a goal.
They get the old puck in the hoop. You know what I'm saying, Ian? They get the old touchback. You know.
There's this It reminds me of like Alyssa always says like, "Yay, sports!" Because she's not into sports at all.
I feel it.
Have you seen that Progressive commercial?
No.
So this Progressive commercial, it doesn't really matter. He goes in and he has this amazing. He's got this amazing man cave.
Yeah.
And like each time the camera switches back between the two people that are talking, the man cave gets a little whiter.
Yeah.
Until it's all white because Progressive, like everything is all white in their little like fake world they have.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the very end of it, on the TV in the background are the two guys you always see from Progressive, and they're like home run, touchdown, basket, sports. It's just really funny, man.
Whatever happened to Flo?
She's still there.
Is she there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
She's just not in every commercial.
Good for her.
But yeah, she's still around,
dude. She's been there forever, right?
Yeah, she's been doing it for a long time.
Could you imagine your full-time career as
I remember reading an article about like the woman who plays her.
Really?
Yeah, like a long time ago.
Does she do other work?
I don't remember. I think she was like on some like low-end TV shows and stuff. It wasn't. She's like didn't really.
She's funny.
Yeah,
she's hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Good for her.
Also, not game related.
Okay. Although Progressive was.
No, but just I'm continuing the non-game related stuff because we're basically out of topics.
Yeah.
10 minutes left. So there are a shit ton of movies coming out that I really want to see, and it's like weird because normally I'm like someone who doesn't want to see a lot in theaters. Like I'm very picky with my theater going.
Yeah. my theater going.
There's a lot of fucking movies out, dude.
What hit me with your top 3?
Well, Star Wars just came out.
Yeah.
And then for me, I basically feel unless it looks like not my thing, I'm going to go see almost any Ridley Scott film.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got another movie coming out. All the Money in the World. Have you heard of that?
No.
Looks really good.
Really?
Yes. It's got some actors in it I really like. It's got Christopher Plummer, who's like an very older gentleman. So what's interesting about this movie is that only if they had to reshoot a ton of it.
Why?
Just a few months ago before release.
Oh, wow.
Because one of the main characters was Kevin Spacey.
What?
Who is a rapist. They had to remove him. I mean, they didn't have to, but I'm glad they did because no one would have gone and seen that, knowing what he is. And replace him with Christopher Plummer, who is a wonderful actor. He's an older gentleman. He's like 84 years old. You'd recognize him the second you see him. I'm sure you've seen him in something you don't even know.
Yeah, probably.
And he's in it, and the movie's out. I'm like, what? Maybe he's not as integral in the movie as I originally thought he was.
Yeah.
But he was like one of the main people in it. So I don't know how they did that so quickly. I mean, Christopher Plummer is like classically trained actor. He showed up.
He's been around.
Nailed it and moved out. I mean, that was probably part of it. Was that like Ridley Scott's like, look, you're Christopher Plummer. You're older than I am.
This is what we need. Just do it real quick. Here's $100 million. Go get it done.
But it just looks really good. It looks really serious.
Okay.
And it's I think it's inspired by true events.
Inspired.
But it's like uber rich billionaire family has a family member abducted, and like the father, the old man, like the Hugh Hefner or whatever, like doesn't care.
Oh.
Like the press is like, what are you gonna do? And he's like, I'm not gonna do anything. And it's like it's just this crazy intense drama about this family going through trying to get their people back from these ransom guys.
Okay.
It sounds simple, but I haven't seen the last Ridley Scott movie that came out that was really good was The Martian.
Oh yeah.
And like he's had some
so
good movies.
That was a good movie. Man.
Fantastic.
Martian. Didn't we see that together?
Probably.
Did we?
Pretty much you see all your movies with me. So.
Pretty much. Yeah. Anything that I
and I've been basically just plugged you into Ridley Scott. I'm like look.
You really did.
Look, you're just gonna watch Ridley Scott movies for the rest of your life.
Someone brings up another director. I was like, wait, what? There's other directors.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, what? What's a Spielberg?
Well, you've seen enough now. I think you get why.
I definitely get it.
But yeah, so that was coming out, and then there's another one called The Darkest Hour, which is Gary Oldman is playing Winston Churchill.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it's like during the Dunkirk evacuation, which is funny because Dunkirk, the movie, comes out today
on DVD. Blu-ray. Or Blu-ray, not DVD.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
DVD,
whatever.
Blu-ray, VHS.
No,
it's coming out on VHS. Guys.
We don't talk about those anymore. we don't bring those up
either.
Be
kind, rewind.
Blockbuster.
So that's coming out. So anyway, I mean, it's just little things. Like I want to see a lot of movies. And nice, Star Wars, I just saw that last night. So.
If we had more topics you wanted to dive into, I don't mind.
Well, off the top of my head here.
Uh-oh.
I think, unless you need to leave.
Uh-oh.
We're playing some Dead Space now.
Right? Oh, yeah. I got a little bit of time.
Like an hour-ish?
Ian did a fist down pump.
Yes.
He did put a sock on that bitch.
I love Dead Space for whatever reason. Like I've played all of them myself, of course, but that's one of the series I love watching. I do not mind just sitting there and watching. I love watching that game.
And I know we keep talking about it. It gives me a weird feeling that no game has ever given me. Like usually when you're playing a video game, it puts you in like a weird dopamine like high where you're like, oh, I feel great and I don't ever want to stop. A lot of times.
A lot of games that I play. I wouldn't imagine that games you play do that.
You know, I do play competitive games, but like even
because that's like you're on the edge.
Yeah, not a relaxed, not a relaxed dopamine rush really, but more like
slapping other people.
More like
bitches.
I'm slapping bitches. I'm putting socks on them, and I'm but you don't want to stop playing. You know what I mean? Like Dead Space is something I always want to play, but I don't ever want to play it.
Yes.
Like while I'm playing it.
Yes.
And when you push pause, like to exit the game, and you save, and like I'm done for the night, I'm like, oh god, I get
that sound of the save.
Like, I'm gonna survive for another week.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And I'm like, oh god, I get a week.
I'm saving.
Thank God. All right, here we go. And little do I know that we have this game, 2, 3, 9.
Yeah, I mean, like trust me, there's no more.
Yeah, no.
That studio is butchered.
Yeah,
like a fucking old cow.
They got tossed away.
Yep.
Like an old cow. They got the bolt gun to the brain.
Bolt gun to the brain.
Oh,
still flopping around.
Oh, God.
They're like, God damn it.
Convulsions.
Goddamn thing.
We had to take it out with a shovel.
Like, wait, that cow made Dead Space.
Ah!
Kill it. Kill it with fire.
That cow made... That's another shirt. That cow made Dead Space.
That cow made Dead Space. Man, this has been a productive episode.
If only we had an audience to sell these shirts to.
I know. Man, put a sock on that bitch.
They'll be out there, man.
Set me up and
They'll be out
slap my bitch.
Set me up and slap my bitch. That's a good one.
Still the best.
That's the best one.
That's the best one, dude.
That's good.
Oh, we're just gonna open every. I didn't hear you because I know you're saying you don't care about the numbers anymore. But today it's 40.
What? I care about the what?
You were like, I don't know, all the numbers. It just seems like we've been doing it for a lot longer than this.
Oh, I didn't say I don't care about the numbers. It does seem
I remember you said, fuck numbers.
I fucking hate all the numbers.
If you ever bring up the numbers again, I'm done.
We should switch to letters.
Yeah.
You know? Well, it'll be A, B, C, D, and then it'll be A, B, A, C, A, D.
Okay. A, B, B?
A, B, B,
or
B.
A, B, A, C.
A, B, 3, C, P, O.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that for a long time.
That's what we should do. We should be unique.
So, like, in, like, months and months and months and months, we'd be, like, on, like, CL or whatever.
CL.
I think that would really confuse people.
They wouldn't like it at all. If we're being honest, they're not going to like it at all. Today is 40?
This is 40th episode.
40
What are we going to do something for... You know what I'd like to do for
You didn't want to do something for 20? Or what was it? Was it...
Yeah, someone was like, let's do something for 25.
Was it 25?
Like,
that might have been me that you were giving shit to. Right? Some fucking idiot was like, we should do something nice for each other. And I was like, fuck you.
I was like, you know what? Slap a bitch.
I'll slap my bitch.
Don't set me up.
But 50 we should do something.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was something I wanted to do, and I can't remember. I wanted to get a big group of people and do a podcast.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But there was something, not 50th podcast. There was something else that I was thinking of, and I can't remember what it is. I don't know if it was like a big game we wanted to play.
Was it
It's right on like the tip of my tongue.
GTFO? Like a GTFO party?
No, it. I can't remember now. It was something that we all played, or there was some. Maybe it was the 50th one. I don't know. I would be really cool if we got you, me, Kevin, Doug, Jimmy, like get up like 6 people and sit them around the table out in the living room and just have a big podcast.
That could get out of hand, but
there
it
are
could be
podcasts that do that have multiple people.
Yeah,
on
and they don't always work. But
that's fine.
It could be fun. It'll be fun for sure.
It would be a ton of fun.
It'll be fun.
Oh, I know what I was thinking about. Game of the Year. I wanted to do that for Game of the Year.
Oh yeah.
Not Game of the Year itself, because we're gonna do like a video for that.
Yeah.
Which we got to get on here because I'm the one who does it all. So I got to get that shit together. Or at very least, you guys give me your picks and I'll do the rest, whatever we do. But outside of that, like usually after we have our Game of the Year video, we do a podcast that's like all the other games that didn't make it in the top 6.
Yeah.
Because there's so many great games.
Yeah.
It sucks to leave them out.
Right.
So I thought it'd be really fun to get a big group and just talk about all of our favorite games. Because all of us play so many different games.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be so fun to just sit there and just have a back and forth discussion about all these great games that we played.
That would be a lot of fun, man.
And then you look a little bit ahead of time and like name your 2 or 3 most anticipated titles for next year.
We should put something together.
So we'll figure it out.
It's hard to grab a hold of everybody, but we'll figure it out.
We could figure out an afternoon on a Saturday or something and see if we can figure that out. It'd be fun. Let's go play some Dead Space.
Let's go, man. Let's wrap it up.
All right, man.
Wrap it up.
Hey, guys. Thank you so much for joining. This was episode 40. We will catch you next Tuesday.
Yeah, whatever.
Next Friday. Next Tuesday for episode 41.
Later.
Later.